During October 2021 in Rome, under the Italian presidency, for the first time ever, the G20 organized a special event on water. Hosted and promoted by the Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation and co-organized by Water Academy SRD Foundation, this high-level roundtable symposium represented a unique opportunity to gather together some of the most relevant multilateral institutions. Representatives from science, universities, private sectors, foundations, and religious leaders to discuss with a holistic but efficacious approach on the emerging issues in the domains of water for all, water access, transboundary water basins crisis, and WASH, being aware of the growing crossing interaction existing between all these aspects that require additional efforts at all levels. Policies, governances, and adequate management remain fundamental aspects to better investigate and strategically improve commensurate actions in a world that clearly is every day more thirsty under almost all latitudes. After the opening remarks from the Italian presidency, all interventions that have taken place not only exposed the progresses made in each single domain, but also shared visions and strategies in order to facilitate the achievement of an emerging common goal. Consider water as the biological source of all forms of life on our planet, and not anymore as a mere commodity. The impact of both growing population and uncontrolled consumption of natural resources in general, and of water in particular, outline a very precarious future, where it will be very difficult to produce food and also to satisfy the growing demand for energy. The water-energy nexus and the water security-food security nexus are evident to all. Therefore, the time has come to coherently walk the talk, especially taking into consideration the critical aspect of pollution in all its forms. As discussed during the works, with reference mostly to adequate water protection policies, we've done too little, too late up to today. But in present time, we already can make a difference, thanks also to the growing use of a specific set of very helpful indicators, such as the water footprint and virtual water, which allow each and every one of us to become an aware, responsible consumer. The outcome of this prestigious event that took place just a few days before the summit of the G20 leaders represented an authentic watershed, since it specifically aimed at finding realistic solutions and common overall strategies to tackle the looming tragedy of water scarcity on our planet, particularly in this era affected by the impact of climate changes, without forgetting the pivotal role and fundamental role played by the oceans, whose health is already nowadays in a very precarious condition. A particular attention, therefore, has been dedicated to the importance of an innovative, circular approach, able to inspire a common perception of water on Earth, by considering both freshwater and oceans as part of the same environment due to their respective interdependence, and also to the contribution that religions, especially in the Mediterranean basin, bestow in terms of cultural diplomacy to strengthen the dialogue between different communities when facing common water-related problems, since we should consider always more water as a mean of peace and not anymore as a cause of tensions, disputes and conflicts. As usual, Water Academy SRD Foundation will provide for the publication of all proceedings of this edition of the G20 special event on water, to benefit the international universities and research centers so enthusiastically engaged in the diffusion and root of a new culture of water, as outlined in the Geneva Water Initiative, successfully launched in 2016.